Hey guys, I'm here with my dad. We're going to be taking a look at his Tacoma. This is a 2022 Toyota Tacoma Off-Road. He's had this for about a year and a half, roughly, put about 25,000 miles on it. So we're going to go ahead and ask him what he's done to it, how he's doing, and all around what he thinks about this truck. What do you think?
Well, it's about 21,400 miles.
Oh, splitting hairs, okay.
But yeah, I like it so far. I mean, it's everything I wanted it to be. I mean, I have some issues with it some issues that I thought I was going to have in the beginning haven't really been issues, and then some issues that I didn't even know about are now issues. So, I mean, other than that, it's been a great truck. It's done everything I've asked it to do. And yeah, you want to get into the goods or you want to get into the bads?
I'm a positive guy. I want to go ahead and talk about the positive stuff. We don't want to make the Toyota fanboys mad right off the rip here.
Positive things. First and foremost, the thing that impressed me the most is A-Track. Being a manual, we didn't get the crawl control, but the A-Track, I literally was trying to go up a hill the other day, solid sheet of ice. So of course I got to do the man thing, try it in 2-wheel drive, try it in 4 high, try it in 4 low. Just sat there and spun. I pushed the A-Track button in 4 low and literally just walked right up the hill. Didn't even spin, just walked right up. I was amazed by the whole thing. I mean, it's just an all-out truck. It's a Toyota Tacoma. What do you want? I mean, it's done everything. It's down on power a little bit. I'm kind of in bash mode. I could start bashing it because there's multiple things.
We're not there yet. We're going to the bash part next, okay? We're going to stick with the pros for a little bit longer because he was getting a little negative there, and I'm not about that. So let's pro talk still.
Yeah, Trent don't like the negative life, but along with the A-Track, there's a lot of pros about the truck. I mean, it's very comfortable. I can take long drives in it. That's not an issue. I do think I'm going to look into putting the seat jackers in the front, but that might be down the road. Put the lift on. Everybody said don't do puck lifts. It'll ruin the ride. It'll ruin the suspension. Put the 3.2 leveling kit in it. It's still pretty nice, I'm not going to lie. It still rides like a Cadillac and takes up all the bumps. So all the naysayers about that, sorry, that's not going to fly with me.
So you still like, so that's talking about mods. So you did the Torch, was it 2-inch?
Torch 3.2. It's 3 inches up front and 2 inches in the back block.
And that's a puck lift in the front and a block in the back. And it does drive great. I've driven this truck and it still drives great. The suspension isn't stiff at all. He didn't lose any travel there. It feels pretty good. So I don't know why everybody was hating on the puck lift, saying you're going to ruin how the truck drives. It seems to be doing pretty good. So I think that's just people kind of compensating for that king suspension that they bought.
And it's never even been in for an alignment. Tires aren't wearing any different. I think, honestly, when I looked at how the suspension's set up on these, you do the alignment with the lower A-arm, and we never messed with the geometry of that. We just pushed it down a little bit. So, yeah, as long as the upper ball joint's not bound up, I don't think you should have to do an alignment. But, you know, it's neither here nor there. Everything else I like about the truck, the clutch accumulator thing I complained about in the beginning, it's slowly growing on me. I can learn to live with it. I don't pull out in front of people and try not to speed shift because that doesn't happen. But you can learn to live with it. It sucks.
For the people that are new here, this is a manual transmission truck. And that what he's talking about is how the clutch responds to your foot. And it's a little bit slow. So when you press that clutch in, it comes back slow. And it kind of, if you come from cars and you're not used to that, it can mess up how you drive. Just want to let you guys know this is a manual. That's what he's talking about for your automatic guys out there.
Sorry about that.
I want to talk about your mods on this truck. I know you got that lift that we were just talking about. Well, what else you got going on here?
I mean, I wouldn't call them mod, just kind of creature comforts. Okay. I mean, I think the mod thing gets blown out of proportion when somebody's like, oh, I put lights in my truck. That's my mod. That's really not a mod. You just put lights in your truck. But yeah, I put interior lights in it. I put a safe in it because I have to have a safe to put my gun in where I work. So I had to put the console safe in it. I like that. And I mean, as far as everything else, I really haven't done it. I put mud flaps on it and floor mats, rubber floor mats.
And you did the aftermarket bed light as well?
Yes, I did put the aftermarket bed light in because once I saw Trent's bed lights, I was like, wow, that makes me super jealous. I need those lights. So I went and got those lights. That, and if he gets out of the way real quick, you can see we did the mirrors. Trent and I did those together. We put those on with the turn signals on there. And they're a lot brighter than factory. So I know they're smoked. They look good during the day. and they're a lot brighter when they're in use. So it's actually like a good safety thing.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and hop into the cons here. You talked to me about a few of them. I want to let these guys know what the cons are and what you've been, talking to me about.
Cons, first and foremost, paint. This thing gets a bad wind and paint falls off of it. I swear to God, I'm always out there with the paint marker going back over the paint. Little chips, dings, dents. Very upset with the paint. I know I said the clutch accumulator is okay, but that's still a con a little bit here and there. And then the engine's down on power in the beginning of the RPM range. Like you have to run this thing up to 3,800, 4,000 RPMs to get the power that Toyota says they're making the 298 horsepower. They ain't making that till about $4,000. So that's another con. Get a little bit of vibration. Sometimes like it doesn't seem like a certain speed. It seems like on RPM range I get a vibration. Like it's I don't know, between 1,800 and 2,000 RPMs. If you're lugging the engine, it'll vibrate like that. That's a con. The tires, not a big fan of the tires. I know I just said that they walked up ice, but I think that was mostly due to the A-track system. Honest to God, that is awesome. But tires kind of suck. So we're gonna move forward and get different wheels and tires for it, and probably Good Riches or Wild Peaks. I don't know,
Wild Peaks.
but
Wild Peaks for sure.
Another pro I do like is I like having the diff lock. I use that too, and it works well. Like I said, I got that originally because being married, that doesn't fit in the budget later on. So you got to sneak it in with the original purchase, guys. Get it right in with the original purchase.
We did have a bad incident yesterday with this truck. If you look right up here, his heart's broken. I'll let him tell you the whole story, but it was a rough time.
So it was windy. I was driving home from work, and I saw a branch fall out of the tree, and I swerved to the left, and I was like, whew, I think I missed the bang. Yep, there it is. 2 giant dents in my roof. Turning in the insurance tomorrow. We'll see what happens. My heart was broken. I drove the rest of the way home sick to my stomach. Didn't even want to look at it. I just bruised my baby. Can't really ask much more of the truck. At least it was dead. It saved my life. Let's talk about saving my life. You know what I mean? Toyota saved my life. And then, yeah, I had to drive over trees and everything because it was windy here yesterday. Bad windy. So we still don't have no electric, which is why I got a generator in the back of the truck now. So that's the story on that.
It can haul stuff. It's not just a pretty truck.
Yeah. Yeah, this truck it doesn't get abused, it just gets used.
All right, I guess that about wraps it up. Dad, go ahead. Let me know any final thoughts you have about the Tacoma. Let them know what you think.
Final thoughts. I love the truck. I don't mind making a payment every 2 weeks. It's a nice truck. It's everything I've asked it to be. All in all, I'd like to see him do something better with the paint, but probably my fault. I should have got the paint protectant film, but whatever.
It's thin paint.
Future plans? Is that what you're into?
Yeah, future plans. I did want to talk about that. Any plans for the truck in the future? Any mods, any crazy things? Just going to drive it to the ground? What's going on?
I'm no different than any other dude out there. I want to put the big bumper on there, something that protects the headlights. So when I see a deer, I don't have to panic and hit the brakes. Tires and wheels. I'm looking at different tires and wheels right now. So we'll probably put them on there. But other than that, like you can't change the back bumper to a steel bumper, I guess, because then the parking assist beepers don't work. So we'll look into seeing if we can work our way around that somehow. But yeah, that's about it. Other than that, run it into the ground. I love the truck. It does everything I asked it to do.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, guys, thank you for watching. If you like this video, hit a like button, hit a subscribe button. If you want to see more of this bald guy in my videos, let me know in the comments. Check this video out right here. It's pretty good. I'll see you in the next one.